Every day, we live surrounded by people. At work, at school, in social gatherings, we hear countless words and speak countless words ourselves. Yet somehow, even when we're surrounded by people, we can still feel lonely. Sometimes we spend an entire day talking, only to return home with an empty heart. Perhaps many people living in today's world feel the same way. Some force themselves to smile just to get through the day. Some close their hearts to avoid being hurt again, and some are simply exhausted from relationships. In modern life, we often hear words we never wanted to hear. Careless comments, thoughtless criticism, words that may seem insignificant to one person, but become lifelong scars for another. When those experiences repeat, people naturally begin to speak less. Those who once loved people begin to avoid them. Those who once laughed easily become quiet. If that's you today, I want you to know that you're not alone. You may be pretending to be okay, or carrying more pain than anyone realizes. Today I'd like to share a small story with you. Once, in a peaceful forest, there lived a little sparrow. The sparrow chirped all day long. The sky is so blue today. Look at that tree. I'm hungry. I'm bored. The sparrow always had something to say. At first, the other animals enjoyed listening. The sparrow seemed cheerful and energetic, but over time, the animals stopped paying attention. The sparrow believed that speaking more would make others like him. One day, the oldest owl in the forest called him over. "Little sparrow, why do you talk so much?" The sparrow replied confidently, "Because people will like me if I keep talking." The owl smiled gently. "Then tomorrow, try speaking less." The sparrow didn't understand, but decided to listen. The next day, for the first time, he became quiet. As he sat silently, he heard things he had never noticed before. The wind moving through the leaves, the sound of a nearby stream, the gentle rustle of a rabbit eating grass. For the first time, he heard the world beyond his own voice. That afternoon, he saw a squirrel sitting alone and crying. Normally, the sparrow would have filled the silence with words, but this time, he simply sat beside the squirrel. After a while, the squirrel whispered, "I lost all my acorns today." The sparrow thought for a moment and said softly, "Would you like me to help you find them?" Just one sentence, and the squirrel smiled again. Days passed. Surprisingly, the animals began to like the sparrow even more. He spoke less than before, but every word carried warmth and sincerity. At last, the sparrow understood. It is not many words that move people's hearts. It is the right words, spoken at the right moment. This simple story reflects something very real about our lives. The ancient philosopher Socrates once suggested that before speaking, we should ask 3 questions. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If the answer is no, perhaps silence is wiser. Likewise, Confucius taught that a noble person is careful with words and quick in action. Across different cultures and centuries, wise people reached a similar conclusion. Words matter, but sincerity matters more. Modern psychology supports this idea as well. Research consistently shows that people tend to trust those who listen well more than those who speak well. When we are struggling, we often don't need solutions. We need someone who will listen. Someone who says, "That must have been difficult. You've been carrying a lot. I'm here, and I'm listening." Sometimes those simple words become the reason someone keeps going. Perhaps true strength is not found in speaking loudly. Perhaps true strength is found in understanding quietly. If you've been hurt by people and have chosen silence, don't be too hard on yourself. Sometimes silence is how we protect our hearts. Sometimes stepping back is necessary. Sometimes rest is part of healing. But please remember this. The world is not empty of good people. You simply may not have met them yet. Just as the sparrow met the squirrel, one day you may meet someone who truly understands your heart. And when that day comes, the pain you've endured may become the very thing that helps you understand and comfort others. To everyone doing their best today, to everyone carrying burdens that others cannot see, you are doing better than you think. Your kindness matters. Your sincerity matters. and your presence matters. If this story touched your heart, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. How was your day today? Your experience may comfort someone else who feels alone. And if you enjoyed this message, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Your support helps these stories reach people who may need them. Before we say goodbye, there is one last thing I want you to remember. Somewhere in the world right now, there are people walking a path very similar to yours. People trying their best, people feeling tired, people hoping tomorrow will be a little brighter. So please don't believe that you are alone, because you are not. Even if you cannot see them, even if you cannot hear them, there are people cheering for you. And today, I want to be one of them. You've come this far. You've survived every difficult day up to this moment. That is something to be proud of. You do not need to be perfect tomorrow. Just take one more step. One small step is enough. May peace find your heart. May kindness find your path. And may your words one day become the light that helps someone else through their darkness. Thank you for being here. And remember, you are not alone.